Hi everyone, Sarah Pacaro, and I'm going to share with you today some really subtle devaluations from a covert narcissist. So we talk about it a lot, and we talk about the traits of toxic and unhealthy people, the traits of narcissists, but more importantly, what you want to focus on is what is it that led you to being in a relationship with this person, because it's something inside of you. It is something from your past that's unhealed, something from your childhood that led you to being with this person. So we talk a lot about the traits of these types of people, but to move towards healing, getting out of the relationship and really taking a look from within, healing from within is where you need to go. But if you don't know where you're at, then you kind of don't know where to go. It's like your GPS signal is off. And getting that GPS signal back is learning about the traits from these people and realizing, wow, that is my experience, and where do I go from here? Because obviously I want to get my life back. So there are different types of narcissists. I've had experience with several types of them, unfortunately. Didn't learn the first time. I thought, oh, it was them, and I'm just going to get into another relationship, and it'll be better than the other one. But it was me. My picker was broken. And you'll realize your picker's broken because you have those unhealed wounds, but then you also are getting sucked into the really powerful experience of the traits of these type of people. So today we're going to talk about the subtle devaluations of a covert narcissist, because they're much more sneaky and sly than this overt, outward, in-your-face type of narcissist. So one of the first things you'll notice that they do is they very rarely use your name. They very rarely say, hey, Sarah, or hey, Priscilla, hey, Nancy, hey, Christina, hey, Wilma. They will call you nicknames. And at first it seems really cute, especially in this love bombing phase. And most healthy relationships have cute little nicknames like babe or honey, but they very rarely use your name, and they don't like to address you by your name. Sometimes in a really subtle way to devalue you will just say, hey, can you? And then they just start talking. And it didn't click, this fact, this subtle devaluation, until I really spent some time thinking about it, reflecting back on in relationship with a covert narcissist that I had. So they very rarely use your name. So think about that. They exclude you in things, and this can apply to anything. Like they make plans without you, and then they tell you about this, and you're like, oh, okay, well, am I coming too? And they're like, oh, yeah, no, sorry, I forgot, or I just slipped my mind, I forgot. And they exclude you, and they forget to involve you with things, which leaves you going, okay, well, I mean, if I were to do that, like, of course I would think about you and involve you, but you'll notice the subtle devaluation is they forget to include or involve you, especially in romantic relationships, and it just kind of leaves you feeling like it's kind of weird. You feel like something's off, because you wouldn't do that to them, but they're doing it to you. But it's not this big in-your-face thing. It's just like, oh, they forgot. Sign of a subtle devaluation from a covert narcissist. Next one is they'll put on this air of superiority. So they seem to put themselves and other people above you. Other people kind of seem to notice it too. If you're with other people, they don't talk to you much, but they talk to all these other people. And when you guys are together, they'll do little things like walk in front of you or not hold your hand. Like in the love bombing in the beginning of the relationship, they were totally fine with PTA, but now, or PDA, public displays of affection, not PTA, but with PDA, they would hold your hand, they would kiss you, and now it's like they'll kind of walk in front of you. They're not okay with PDA, even though they once were in the beginning, and you're thinking, this is really weird, like why don't you just hold my hand or like rub my back, but they're kind of like up and in front of you. So these are really, really subtle things that you'll notice. It's not necessarily like so in your face and damaging that you can pinpoint it or put it out, but with a covert narcissist, you're often left going, weird. And it just, if you point it out, like, hey, you don't hold my hand like you used to, it's like, oh, well, no, sorry, I didn't know that I did that. I didn't know that that bothered you. And it's part of that gaslighting. Like you're thinking, wait a minute, like why wouldn't you just do that? Like that's what I want from you, and you used to do it. But when you call them out on it, they'll say, oh, sorry, yeah, I didn't know I did that. Well, I didn't mean to. And you're just left kind of going, something's off. You'll notice that they never do their fair share. Like they just do the bare minimum that's expected of them. And then when they do that bare minimum, they expect this parade. Like for example, something as small as like taking out the trash, or you are the one that does all the housework. You do the laundry, you like make all the dinners, you clean, you cook all these things. And it's something as simple as like, well, I put my clothes in the laundry basket instead of on the floor, and you're like, well, great, thanks, but I'm still doing all of this other stuff. So they never do their fair share. And when you call them out, they call you out and say, well, I did this, didn't I? And you're thinking, well, yeah, but like there's all this other stuff to do. You want me to sit here and just berate you about how great you are because you put your clothes in the hamper, thanks, but there's a lot more that needs to be done. You'll notice again, like they disappear for long periods of time, and it's quite strange because they'll do it without explanation. They'll just kind of like up and be gone, or you'll be fine and like texting or calling like on a regular kind of scheduled basis, and then all of a sudden they won't respond for a long time. Like they won't call you back for 5-6 hours all day, where normally they do, or they won't reply to your text message for hours, and you're kind of left going, again, like covert narcissists are very subtle, so it's very different than an overt narcissist or an in-your-face. These are really subtle signs of abuse, and you'll just, like I said, you're constantly left going, weird. You'll notice they show interest in people who have opposite features from you. Say that you have small natural boobs, for example, and you're out with this covert narcissist, and their heads are turning at all these women who have large fake boobs. And you're going, wait a minute, you like that? Why are you with me? I don't have that, and you keep turning your head to that. Do you like that? And you're left thinking, maybe they don't like me because I don't have big fake boobs. I have small natural boobs, and everyone that you're looking at has big fake boobs. So you're just left with this feeling constantly that you're not quite cutting it. And again, left going, okay. And then the next thing you'll notice, they leave you hanging. So they come home and they're like, hey babe, again, they don't use your name. Hey babe, how was your day? And you're like, oh, my day was good, da 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 da, and you're telling their story. And then when you're finished telling your story, complete silence. They don't say anything. And you're left feeling like, okay, like, were you listening? Do you even care? Why did you ask me how my day was if you're not gonna like listen to my answer? Again, left going, okay. You're left feeling like they don't care about you. Like I said, covert narcissist is very, very subtle in the way that they abuse. The next one is you'll notice they don't acknowledge your accomplishments or your achievements in any significant way, or any way at all, really, even if it's something small. Like say you go to the salon and you get your hair done. You've always had like blonde hair and it's been shoulder length. You go to the salon and you get a cute bob and you like change your hair color to red, for example, and you come home, no mention of it. Like, and it's not something that is unnoticeable. Like, you made a very big difference in something, your appearance or your hair, and you go to work and other people are like, wow, I love your hair, that's so cute, it looks great on you. And you're thinking, okay, other people are noticing. Why has my partner not said anything? Like, it's a big change. And you're thinking maybe they don't like it, maybe it doesn't look good. But everyone else says it looks really good and I really like it. So, And you're left feeling that it looks horrible because they fail to even acknowledge this change. And then you'll notice with covert narcissists, backhanded compliments. So you'll notice they compliment you, and then they put you down, they insult you, and then they compliment you again. What this might look like is, say that there's like a new outfit, and they're like, oh, I really like that outfit. It makes you look like you've lost some weight. You look really good in black. And again, you're left going, huh, okay, was that a compliment? Like, it made me look like I lose some weight? Like I've lost some weight? I need to lose weight? Like, what are you saying? And if you call them out on it, like, are you saying I need to lose some weight? Then no, that's not how I meant it. I didn't mean that. So you'll notice they always have this plausible deniability. Anytime you call them out on something, they will deny it, and they have a reason. No, I said it looks great on you. And you're just, like I said, you're always left going, huh, weird. So you'll notice this shows up a lot, especially in relationships if you're a parent with a covert narcissist. You end up being the discipliner, and this covert narcissist is like the fun person. They're the fun parent, and they're always the one that's like, hey, let's go do this, you guys, and like, I'm so great. And you're left with being the one having to take all the responsibility, and you're left having to discipline and set boundaries, being the bad parent, while they're over there having fun going, oh, that's not how I meant it. I didn't mean it like that. You took that the wrong way. And all these gaslighting phrases come in. So just wanted to share this information with you because covert narcissists are different than overt narcissists. And you often stay with them longer because the abuse is so much more subtle, so much more like underhanded, if you know what I mean. And so knowing what you're going through is really important. So I hope that this video helps you and maybe shine some light and make some sense on experiences that you've had. And know, obviously, with any type of toxic relationship, it is important to have a plan and safely get out. And then figure out the answer to the question of why. Why did I end up being with a person like this? And look back at the root cause, look back at your past and your life, and figure out what it is inside of you that needs to heal, because any kind of toxic or unhealthy person in your life triggers something within you that is left unhealed, and it all goes back to childhood. So I would love to take you guys on that journey. It's a journey that we go through to healing from this, but this person in your life is there for a reason, and I hope that this information helps you make more sense of where you are currently and gives you a resource to heal from that. So I'd love to connect with you if any of this resonates and you're ready to do the work to get out of that or heal from that from within. So thank you guys. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day and look forward to connecting soon.